Hello everyone! By the end of this video, you will learn how to customize Plasmic components using variants. In the previous example, we implemented a customized version of the text input component to collect emails. Let's take a look on the design mockup to see what we are going to build today. The only thing that we need to add is a switch element that gathers user consent before subscription. Now that we have an idea of what we need to do, let's add the default switch component to our banner. Okay, great. Now that we have it on the page, let's change the font color to white. And now, in order to center the element, we would need to set its width to hug content. Perfect. While we're here, I think it will also be a good idea to change the text of the label so that it matches to what it says on the mockup. Notice that all of the labels and descriptions for customizable components are implemented as slots, meaning you can use any components as labels, not just text. Now that we're done with the instance level styles, our next step is to create a variant which would allow us to add an icon for the switch thumb. In order to do that, we'll need to edit the global switch component. The key combination that you see on your screen will open the component arena. Now let's add a new group of variants and call it something like fancy switches. That should do the trick. It would automatically create an unnamed variant within it. Next, we need to add two icons to the component, an X icon for the false state and a checkmark icon for the state where the value is true. I will hide both of them in the base variant so that it's not visible in any other variant, and show it by default for now as our new variant. In the design, the icon color matches the switch background color. We need to first check what's the name of that background color token and then apply it to the icon itself. For that, we will go to the icon and then see what's the icon color. So that should be background, neutral, soft. Yeah, that's correct. Our next step is to create a combination, but for that, we would need to pick the variant by name. As you see, it is still called unnamed variant, which is sort of misleading. Let's give it a more meaningful name. The easiest way to change the variant name is to double-click it in the canvas. Alternatively, you can change it in the sidebar on the right side. Go down to the component data, and in the group, you would be able to see unnamed variant. Let's rename it to something like with icons or... No, actually I don't like it. With checkmark icon. That should be more meaningful. And now let's create a combination. In order to do that, hit the plus button near the combinations and then pick our newly created variant, as well as a registered variant called selected. We need this combination to control the state of the component when the switch is selected. Any changes done here would be recorded when both of those variants are active. First, let's change the color of the background to green one. Next, let's change the visibility of the icons. And finally, the icon background color should be green in order to match the design. Now we can go to our page and apply the variant we've just created, and test if it works. Let's pick our component, go to Settings, scroll down to Variants, and then in the fancy switches select our variant. Now let's enable the interactive mode to actually try to test it out. Okay, works perfectly. Thanks for watching.